In the bustling city of Istanbul, where the Bosphorus Strait connects Europe and Asia, there was a ferryboat captain named Ahmet. Ahmet was known for his impeccable navigational skills and his unwavering dedication to his job. However, beneath his stoic exterior, Ahmet harbored a deep-seated grudge towards an old rival, Cemal, who had unfairly bested him in a promotion competition years ago. One fateful morning, as Ahmet prepared to set sail on his usual route across the glittering waters of the Bosphorus, a wicked idea crept into his mind. What if he could use his position as captain to exact revenge on Cemal, who had taunted and belittled him for years? Without a second thought, Ahmet made a spur-of-the-moment decision to change the ferryboat's route, knowing that it would cause Cemal to be late for an important meeting with a high-ranking official. As the ferryboat veered off course, Ahmet's heart raced with a mix of exhilaration and guilt. He knew that his actions were wrong, but the burning desire for vengeance clouded his judgment. Hours passed, and Cemal's absence was noted by his superiors. When the truth about Ahmet's treachery came to light, he was immediately fired from his position as captain, his reputation tarnished beyond repair. Devastated and disgraced, Ahmet returned home to face his wife, Ayaz, who had always stood by his side through thick and thin. But this time, Ayaz's eyes were filled with disappointment and betrayal. She could not fathom how her once honorable husband could stoop to such levels of deceit and malice. In a heartbreaking moment, Ayaz demanded a divorce, unable to bear the weight of Ahmet's betrayal any longer. Alone and desolate, Ahmet wandered the streets of Istanbul, searching for solace in the familiar sights and sounds of the city he loved. But everywhere he turned, he was met with looks of disdain and scorn from those who knew of his tarnished reputation. In a moment of despair, Ahmet found himself gazing out at the horizon, where the seagulls soared freely in the azure sky. An idea began to form in Ahmet's mind, a wild and daring scheme born out of desperation and despair. With a newfound sense of determination, he sought out the ancient mystic, who was said to possess the power to grant wishes and fulfill dreams. In a hidden corner of Istanbul, Ahmet found the mystic, a wise old woman with eyes that sparkled with centuries of knowledge. With trembling hands, Ahmet made his request known to the mystic. He wanted to fly with the seagulls, to soar above the constraints of his earthly existence, and find freedom in the boundless expanse of the sky. The mystic, with a knowing smile, agreed to grant Ahmet's wish, but warned him that such a journey would come with a price. Undeterred, Ahmet embraced the mystic's offer, and felt a surge of power coursing through his veins. In an instant, his body lifted off the ground, carried aloft by invisible wings of pure energy. As he rose higher and higher into the heavens, Ahmet felt a sense of weightlessness and euphoria unlike anything he had ever experienced before. The city of Istanbul spread out beneath him like a patchwork quilt, its minarets and domes casting long shadows in the fading light of the setting sun. And as the seagulls wheeled and cried around him, Ahmet knew that he had found the peace and freedom he had been searching for all along. In a final moment of clarity, Ahmet understood the folly of his actions and the destructive power of his desire for revenge. As he soared through the gathering twilight, he whispered a silent prayer for forgiveness and redemption, knowing that he had been granted a second chance to make amends for his past misdeeds. And so, with a heart full of gratitude and humility, Ahmet disappeared into the gathering darkness, a lone figure flying among the stars, forevermore a part of the mystical tapestry that weaves together the fates of all who dwell in the ancient city of Istanbul.